I'm not getting on an app, so she's not going on online dating. He must be fun, loves to travel. Listen to this list. Not intimidated by who I am, and lets me spend money going shopping. But you're not supposed to laugh at that and call that out.
I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world.
We live in a society where somebody like Vivica Fox will be praised for saying something like, oh, he just killed over and died, and laughing about someone's death. But someone like Kevin Samuels saying, buy a dog and die alone is an unforgivable insult. Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Tisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Actress Vivica, at age 60, says she is finally looking for a husband and is taking boyfriend applications. You know, this isn't the first time Vivica Fox has appeared on the Coffee Pod. She was featured a few years back. It's crazy to think it's been that long since KS passed away. And she was featured because immediately after he passed away, she disrespected him and made fun of him passing away. Why was she so angry? Well, because Kevin Samuels pretty much called her out and women like her for deciding to settle down when it's too late. He spoke about men and what they wanted, as we all know, and specifically addressed her. But let's check out that video because I think it's worth listening to, and let's get it.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, he was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality.
Who gives a shit what you give, Vivica Fox? You can't keep a man. One of your biggest regrets is you never had a kid. You never turned out a plus sign. See, I got problems with women like you, thinking that you talk as though you're someone to be appeased. Shut up, Vivica Fox. I'm about tired of seeing your twisted up mouth everywhere. Every time you come on camera, your face is twisted up. We get it. You're a smart, sassy, strong black woman. Do you have another gear? Do you have another character? You've been playing the same character for the last 30 years. We get it. 50 Cent, and Curtis Jackson responded and said, man, my ex-lover still want me. 17 years ago, we was together for 4 months, and she's still mad. Ma Badoom Doom must be better than I thought.
Keep in mind, guys, keep in mind that we live in a society where somebody like Vivica Fox will be praised for saying something like, oh, he just killed over and died, and laughing about someone's death. But someone like Kevin Samuels saying, buy a dog and die alone is an unforgivable insult. Joseph, guys, listen, if you've been paying close attention, you know exactly what's going on right now. You know they, especially right now, and what you've seen is going on right now, do not like the coffee. But we prepared. We prepared for exactly this. Did you guys know that we're on Facebook? Not only Facebook, but also on Rumble, Twitter, TikTok, all other platforms. But listen, what I would like for you to do first, if you already haven't, is give us a follow on Facebook. I don't know how long they'll be okay with us serving coffee. They don't like the truth. But of course, we're prepared and we can't do it without your help. So hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section. There's more coming in the future. Appreciate you. As always, let's get back into this video. Considering that I just recently did a video of a woman who pretty much said, hey, at this point, I'm just going to get a cat or a dog. I love cats. I love dogs. They were all up in the comment section. I almost want to go to it right now, but we're not going to do that. But the women were saying, I'd rather be with the cat. I'd rather be with the dog. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. The chicks in the comment section are saying they would rather be with the dog because no man is good enough to meet their standards. There's no man out here who's worthy enough for a relationship. And I'm like, cool. Everybody gets, hey, you have the choice to live your own life how you best see fit. That's not what I was shocked by. I was shocked by it's okay for a woman to tell another woman, or for her to say, I'm going to get a dog and die alone, and speak the reality of her situation. Is that's the next best companion. If you don't have a man in your household who's living with you, then your next best companion is Jesus. Because again, just because you're not married and your sexual market value may have been lost, doesn't mean that your personal value, what you bring to earth, the family, the people around you, but they're in their own families, right? People aren't going to lend you their families except for holidays, get-togethers, etc. This is the reality of the situation. Those are the only times you're going to get to be around family. But if you're by yourself, the next best thing after spirituality, family, and friends is a dog, is a cat. And today, women are actually saying, you know what? I want that. And it's not an insult anymore, but it was when Kevin Samuels used to bring it up, because he thought it was ridiculous that women would wait until their sexual market value was laughable until they finally settled down, which is what Vivica Fox is doing exactly. Exactly. And are we not allowed to look at that and say, no, we don't want that? And what's going on? Why are all women doing this? Are we not allowed to have preferences? And you know, the thing is, oh, well, he could have been nicer. There are nicer people out here saying it in a more softer tone. It's not changing how the message is being applied. Because either way, when you're a man today and you have standards and have issues with the current dating market and how things are done, you'll be labeled as a man who is hateful and not a man who has preferences. Regardless of whether you do have the proof or you're married, you know, like myself or somebody else, they don't believe that you as a man should say, oh, I want a feminine, submissive woman. It doesn't matter, bro. You are the problem. And here, Vivica Fox is 60 saying this, and I quote her. It says, I'm not getting on an app. So she's not going on online dating. He must be fun, loves to travel. Listen to this list. Not intimidated by who I am. And lets me spend money going shopping. Open to all races. Oh, that's good. Everyone should date who they want. But you're not supposed to laugh at that and call that out. But she can get online and on social media and speak this craziness into the open. But no, you can't say nothing about it. Let's keep listening.
Kudos to you, 50 Cent, for smiling through it. I mean, have you guys looked at the way Vivica looks these days? Every time you see her, it looks like she done sucked on a bag of lemons. Now, I remember back in the 90s when Vivica was hot. Fine. But Vivica, but so many women like Vivica A. Fox fall into a broadcast where I said, women have already met their guy and they blew it. I mean, think about when you see Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, Claudia Johnson, and y'all feeling me, and Lisa Ray. Don't y'all see a bunch of old women and be like, y'all are 40 and 50 years old. Y'all should have been somebody's grandma by now.
All right, guys, as always, we're going to check out some of these comments and see what people have to say. So the first comments we're going to read are in response to the announcement that Vivica Fox is finally ready to settle down and get married at 60 years old. This commenter says, looking for a husband at 60 is crazy. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, a hit dog gone always holla. Somebody else here says, before you quote Kevin, this is an interesting comment. Listen up. She says, please remember he died a single thousandaire with zero prospects and only a jump off to give him aid. Carry on. So you guys already know the type of woman who's this angry and disrespecting Kevin Samuels is obviously a woman who was exactly who he was talking about. Not to mention all these are lies. But besides that, the whole you dying on your own and getting a dog is something that, again, a lot of chicks today are open to. They're not willing to settle. I bet you this chick right here is not willing to settle, and she thinks that a guy who's 6-something is going to come, pay all the bills, take care of her. And what she doesn't understand is there are women out there who heard KS's message, understood it for what it was, and said, you know what, he's right. And I am willing to get a dog and be on my own. And it was just that. You only see this as an insult if you're Vivica Fox or the Ebony K. Williams, who thinks that you and other women are going to get the exact type of man who you're praying and wishing for. Somebody else here says, yikes. Unfortunately, that's going to be a lot of women reality from this generation. Yes, according to studies, this is true. This is true. But we know they don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
And they definitely don't believe in studies. Somebody else here says, 50 Cent about to have a field day with this. Here's somebody else who added, she looked damn good for 60. This other woman disagreed and says, no, she looks terrible, this chick says. Somebody else here says, where's Kevin Samuels when you need him? Here's another comment that says, that's like your high school crush wanting you after you fell off. Yeah, we can all relate to looking back at, chicks who you've seen hit the wall and waited too long before capitalizing on the man who they could have married. The crazy thing is, like I always say, most women out here can find a man who would marry him. The problem is what they all believe they deserve. So guys, the rest of these comments are from the video of Vivica Fox making fun of KS after he passed away. This commenter says, I have zero respect for people who go after people when they're gone or can't defend themselves. She is gutless, spineless, and heartless. Somebody else here says, women like her are the reason Kevin spoke truth, and they know it. Somebody else here added, she just proved everything he said about her. Here's another person who says, that's why she said all that. Taking advantage of this gentleman's passing. Damn shame, she way too old for this. And another person here says, this is cowardly. Y'all should have confronted him on his comments when he was alive. The woman who thinks it's funny to make fun of the dead, and this isn't the first time I've seen this. I've seen many people joke and wish death upon other people within this space, and content creators wish death upon them. I don't wish them misfortune to that degree. I believe that life has an order. And if you don't respect that order, if you're a man and you think you deserve respect and you don't have to work and you don't have to provide for yourself, well, you're going to have a tough time out here. The same way as a woman, if you think that you're just going to end up happily ever after with a husband by just praying Sierra's prayer and you don't have to do anything, no work done on your part to improve yourself and be realistic with your goals and expectations and what you qualify for, then you also have a bitter lesson for you in the future. Listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.